Hello, 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 hello. It's been a minute, but thank you for clicking. My name is Jessie Best, and today we're going to be talking about baby daddies versus a good husband. Now, the reason why I have created this channel because I want to share what I have learned through life. I want to share just the wisdom that I just learned, the hard way just through living, and I just want to share that. And the reason why is titled "Baby Daddies versus Husbands" because some people just don't know. Some people feel like, um, well, I'll just be a baby mama. I'll just have a baby daddy versus the benefits of, getting married and being in that type of relationship with another man, being a husband and wife. Some people just don't know. So I'm going to just share a couple of points. Just the two, just the two versus, and we're going to keep moving. So I have my notes and we're going to get it. All right, so a perpetual baby daddy does not respect legacy. He's going to be dropping off seeds all around. Okay, that's a baby daddy. You don't want to get caught up with a man if you get to know him and he has just all these kids everywhere. He's a perpetual baby daddy. Versus a husband. A husband respects legacy. They don't want their bloodline. They want the bloodline to be strong. So he understands, a good husband understands that a man leaves an inheritance for his children. He's not going to sit up here and have all these kids just all around not taking care of them. So in my other video, I talked about how it is so important to, get to know a man, really ask questions. It's a certain way you can do it to be sweet. Like, you ask a couple of questions and then just having conversations, asking questions, having dialogue. That's how you really get to know people anyway. But you don't want to choose a man because at the end of the day, as a woman, we choose the man. And it is a big decision. When I say big, it is a huge decision what man you decide to marry and or have kids with. Because in today's society, people are having kids and then they get married. Like myself, I had a child and then years years down the line, I got married, of course, to my child's father. It is a big decision on who you decide to have kids with because ultimately that could be the person who you marry, or that person can just leave you out here, just scarred, and that's the goal that I don't want. I don't want to see any more scarred women because we just didn't know, we didn't have the information. So a man who just constantly having kids, he has 3 kids, 3 different mothers, 5 kids, 4 different mothers. That's a perpetual baby daddy. He's not trying to leave nothing for these kids. He's leaving the mother to take care of the kids. And you don't want to be in that sauce. You want to be with a man who says, you know what, I respect my seeds in this sack and I'm going to take care of them. I'm going to be with the woman and take care of her. Okay? A baby daddy. A baby daddy will have sex with you knowing he will not drop off any resources. Okay? How many stories have y'all heard where, a man have a baby with a female, she haven't seen them, haven't heard from them, it's like pulling teeth, trying to get any resources for her and her child. You don't want to be in that particular situation. Okay? Versus, do you want to be there? Versus a husband, a good husband, where a husband knows that he's going to drop off resources, and it's not about, oh, you have to have sex with me, because he knows that his job is to provide for his family. So do you want a baby daddy where he's just like, oh, I'm not going to drop off no resources unless you have sex with me, or a husband he automatically knows he has to have those resources because y'all all in the same house? What do you want for yourself and for any future children? Okay, so a baby daddy knows that he has no plans for you at all. Okay, so what that means is a man, he's meeting you, is just nothing but sex. He has absolutely no plans for you. That's why, ladies, it is important to not just have sex with a dude like that. Like when you first meet him, like it's not safe for your emotional well-being to sit up here and just jump in the bed with a man and you barely even know. You need to know what's his intentions for you, what's his plans for you. And that's not a question that you want to ask. It's something that you'll start to see if y'all go out. He's making plans like, oh, new edition is coming into town. I have tickets, we're gonna go. And then after that we're gonna do this. Next week I'm going out of town to visit some college friends. And then, I would like for you to go. After that, there's a football game. I want to go to that. I want to take you here. I want to take you there. He's making these plans for you. Okay. That leads me into a good husband. A man who wants to make you his wife. He will. There's no begging. There's no manipulation. There's none of that. He's going to sit up here and just do it. He's going to plan and just do it. That's why, ladies, y'all have to wait with just having sex with these dudes. You got to kind of see where it's at. Because like I said before, it is important. It is important who you decide to lay down with. And especially there's kids that's going to be involved. That is going to be a major decision that as women we make. Okay? Another point. Some baby daddies are just repeating the cycle. Meaning if their father wasn't there, they may not know how to be a man. They may not know how to be a father for their children. And they're not willing to acknowledge or break the cycle. There's, especially now in today's age, there's so many men who grew up in single mother homes. They did not know their father. And there's no fault to their own. But some dudes, they're just repeating the cycle. You need to find out if this man that potentially trying to date you, have sex with you, be with you, is just repeating a cycle. Versus a good husband, if a man did not have a father and he grew up with that pain, when he gets older, he decides, you know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm going to make sure I pick a good woman who's wife material, who's nurturing. I know she'll be a good mother to the kids. And I'm going to marry her and we're going to be together and we're going to start this family together and I'm going to be in the household. He's going to break the cycle. I personally don't believe that you have to continue the generational curses, the cycles, which is the same thing. Generational curse and cycles, basically the same thing. Okay. I feel like as an adult, part of adulting is getting your healing. And I don't want to sound like, Ayana fixed my life, but she had like a lot of good points on her show. Like if something happened to you traumatically as a child, like it's up to you to recognize it and to get your help, not to hold on to it so you become angry, bitter, and just a heart of contentment towards, your family, towards everybody around you. Because when you do that, you pass it on to the kids. But when you break it, your kids are free from that curse, from that, from that cycle. So a man who grew up with no father, he doesn't want to pass that hurt on to the next generation. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that's different, that makes a baby daddy. It makes, a husband. Oh, a baby daddy mindset. He is comfortable with leeching from a female that already has kids in their own house, so in the baby mama house, to avoid manning up. What does that mean? Okay, what does that mean? It means that this man may have already have kids over here. He's in a new he meets you in a new relationship. You have your own car, your own crib, whatever the case may be, your own kids. He just wants to slide in there so he don't have to man up and, provide a house for himself and for his kids. He's just going from house to house to house. It's kind of like the whole thing with the tax season. Like, in the hood, like some folks be like, oh, tax season, girls be having babies, they get pregnant around tax season because these dudes are just going from house to house to house because they get, tax resources and things like that. One man is going to sit up here and leech off of you just for tax season. Then after tax is gone, he's going somewhere else. That's just being a leech. So that man don't have to step up. But that's just a warning to the women who already have kids. You gotta watch out for bozos like that. Versus a husband who already knows that he's gonna go out and build a house and put his family in it. How many things have you seen on social media where a woman gets married and within a year or two, couple of years later, she has a new house. Her husband helped get that house, so they can start their life and build their future together. So those are all the points that I have. Hopefully that gives a little bit of insight of just the mindsets. Like I said, you have to get to know people. You have to get to know men and what's their insights. But hopefully you see like the contrast and the difference, because we don't want any more broken, bitter women out here. So thank you for watching. I am Jessie Best, and please like if you like this video. Please like if you found something informative. Comment below. Let me know. All right, y'all. Peace.